Alright, so we're going to do some more fire starting, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something you can add to your kit. This little plastic square here is actually a small magnifying lens, and there's a few things I want to go over about this lens. It's great for starting fire, but one of the most important things that's on it is this little plastic cover. It protects it. And why that's important is, unlike a glass lens that if you get dirt in it, you could just wipe it off, clean it off in the field, and you're fine, you're ready to go. This one has like a ribbing inside of it, and even me doing that isn't good for it because little bits of dirt and stuff gets caught inside those grooves. And there really is, once you're out in the field with it and it gets dirty, there's no cleaning it off, and it won't work for you. It won't magnify, you won't be able to start fire with it. All it'd be good for is, scraping stingers out. For, if you get like a bee sting and a stinger stuck in you, you could use it like a credit card and scrape them out that way. Or, the magnifying part of it's gone, so you can't magnify to pull things out with tweezers, like little pickers and stuff like that. So, don't remove the cover. You could, when I first started off, I thought, this little bit, is extra space in my kit. Just leave it. It's worth it. It'll protect it. Don't set it on the ground when you're done using it. Always close it up. And actually, you should have 2 survival kits on you. That way, you can practice with one and don't have to worry about, keep the other one in, pristine condition, and another kit that you would take with you regularly. So, anyhow, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you how this can start fire. Basically, how I learned how to start most of my fires as a kid. We lived in a place where you're allowed to burn your paper garbage. So as a boy, I grew up just experimenting with different ways of starting fires. And some of these old newspaper, an old friend of mine, with lenses, white reflects the light. So anything lighter colors, lighter color materials, it takes longer for the paper to heat up and to actually get your embers inside of it. Just a little tip. But what I do is you take a lot of it. You always want to have a lot of material. There's like 4 sheets of paper here, and the reason being is when you're starting fire this way, sometimes if you don't have enough materials, you could actually burn up your materials while you're trying to blow it in the flame, and that's no good. So you always want to have enough materials to get to the point where it flames up. So you take your materials, and this works for pretty much all the starting fire by any lenses. This is the method you should take. You want all this stuff. You don't want to just light a single sheet. You don't want to just start burning this single sheet to get it to ignite. That's no good because it'll just smolder and burn up the edge, and then that's it. You're done. You want to take all your papers and you literally want to crush this up as tight as you can. You're getting all the edges of the paper close together that way. All right, now once you have it up as tight as you can get it, you're gonna hold it tight like this, and I try to find where it's gonna kind of spring open when you squeeze it. You can see it opens up naturally, and that's gonna be the point where I'm gonna light. So I get this tight like this, all right, and hopefully the sun cooperates with this. I have a small window, as you always do. There's always some cloud or something out there that's gonna prevent you from doing this as quick as you could. So I'm going to try and move this over to give you a better look at what I'm doing, get you a little bit of telemacro view. Okay, so you want to keep it, right, so you want to keep it loose. You want to find that nice springy spot, and you're going to push your thumb down into the center, and well, it's off center because you're going to be burning the center of your target. And how you do that, oops, sorry. It's very hard to keep this in frame and show you what I'm doing. How you do that is, you have the square from the lens. I got the lens between the sun and the target you're going to burn, and you just work the lens back until it becomes a tiny little dot of light. And that little beam will make the paper burn. So pretty soon you're going to end up having a little circular burn spot, and you're going to work your way around the edges real slow of that. I also like to angle it so that your paper is facing the sun, like so it's right, the beam is going right into the center of your paper. Like I said, very difficult to film and do this at the same time, so bear with me. Now at this point I can actually feel the heat on my thumb. It's very, very hot. But I'm not gonna let go of the you can actually pump it like this while you're doing it. That's what I just pump it up, and there you have it. You got fire. And that is your basics on you know, just using a lens. You can work your way up to more natural materials once you get this down. But that's just the basics. So usually you'll blow this into flame, but since I had to work with both my hands on camera, I just showed you that pumping variation. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go put this somewhere safe now. I'm not gonna catch myself on fire this time. Yow!